So Ember SF is a little different in that Ember is gonna have really good kill potential on you when he hits 6, but he's very weak in lane until he hits 6. So like you are the bully in this lane. You're like the Viper of this lane, just because you're ranged and you have a shit ton of magic damage. And your goal is to try to shove me out of lane to the point where you just get to free farm, right? Like if you trade farm with me, you're gonna die at level 6. But if you're aggro against me, then you're gonna beat me. Does that make sense? And like, it's tough because like Ember does a lot of damage. Oh yeah, sometimes they get good runes and they just kill you. But like I said, it's the same thing with like the TA matchup, right? Like you are in control of the runes because of the way raises work. Like that's part of the reason SF is such a strong mid hero right now, is that it's very hard, like he's very, very good at manipulating the creep equilibrium such that he always gets the runes. But like you have to be thinking about Ember Spirit's like Fire Shield, because he's gonna go Flame Guard against you. I feel like I played to lose to Ember 2. I get shackled. Yeah. Like you have to be really attentive to his aggression movements. What must be discovered? But like when he puts his Fire Shield up, right? Like you should just instantly back until you get the understanding of the situation, because most of the time if he puts up his flame shield, he's going to run at you and try to chains you, right? And so like you have to just be reactive to that and like very sensitive to like his smaller movements, and that can be kind of tricky because like most of the time he's going to do it when you go for a last hit. And so what you have to do is you have to just basically give up the last hit if he puts up his flame shield and just back, because if I get into melee range of you, then you're going to have a bad time. But you're doing fine right now. Ember's also not one of my better heroes. Give me Queen. Be happy. I've learned my hero pool is not actually that big recently. That's like a realization I've had. It's alright. It's hard to increase your hero pool, especially on heroes you're not very good with. Like you're doing okay right now. Be wary. Be cautious. So like there, you took almost as much creep damage as before. Hey Clown. How are you doing, bud? That's good. Right? Like bully me off the lane. You get your bottle early. So like there, I think that's good. I think leaving the range creep, even though like you do lose a little bit of experience, is worth getting the rune. But like I get some blasted center tower, right? And so this is like my opportunity to catch up in a lot of ways. And so like when you're playing a really defensive or a matchup where you're not favored, you really have to get good at last hitting onto the tower right there. Like if I hit all 4 creeps, then I'd be good. Yeah, it was a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal, wasn't it, Clown? I was super happy about it. So like there, right? Just run back to your base. You know? Like, you're trying to dance around to hit a raise, right? To get rid of my fire shield, which is a really good thought. But just run, you know? Like, if I'm good, which, you know, it's not hard to be, and from that perspective, like, you're only going to be able to hit your middle raise. Like, that's the only thing that's possible. No! I'm bad. Start over? Alright. Yeah, 3K views. One of my viewers, I think it was Dark Shanks, posted the link in Reddit. It got super, super popular, which I'm like really happy about. I got like 100 subscribers on YouTube from it too. Like I was at like 70 or something, and now I'm at like 210. So I have literally double the people subscribed to my channel. Do we want to swap and me play SF to kind of show you, or do you want to just keep playing SF versus Ember? Oh yeah, sure. I'll pick Ember. That's fine. No, it's not a big deal. We'll do it again after this one. I'll play Ember this one, and then I'll swap.
Prepare for battle.
And so like the trick for you, right, is just when you hit raises kind of thing. And like you always want to keep in mind the equilibrium, because like when is Ember likely to charge you with his fire shield?
What dangers lie here?
Yeah, I'm really happy about it, Clown. Yeah, if you're low HP, that's one. If you're going for a last hit, that's another one. And then the other time he's likely to charge you is when he has like 3 or 4 creeps and you only have 1. Right? Because if you attack him, you're going to tank 4 creeps, and if I attack you, you're going to tank 1 creep. Or, I think I said that backwards. You're going to tank 4 creeps, and I'm going to tank 1. So, like, when you don't have creep advantage, you play more defensively. And by creep advantage, I mean your wave is, like, you're being pushed into by the enemy. And I'll, like, point it out in this game when it happens, when there's creep advantage and when there's not.
The battle begins.
Harmony must be earned. They will learn balance. What must be discovered?
Yeah, I'm happy too. Thanks a lot, Clown. I appreciate it.
In all things.
There'll be a day, hopefully. Hopefully I get big, and then one day you'll be like, I knew him win. Yeah, 1v1s are fun to watch. This guy just wanted help with his Shadow Fiend. He's a 3K player. So, he's like pretty good. Missed that raise. It's okay. Do you cancel raises ever?
Destiny awaits us all. The way is clear.
Like sometimes when you're not doing anything, just like canceling a raise is good. But like, do you see how I have creep advantage right now? I have 5 creeps and you only have 2. And so like right now would be a really good time for me to be aggressive against you. And so you just have to keep in mind that like if I hit you with the shackles, then the whole wave's gonna hit you. Because a lot of times like even like standing like there is like pretty crazy, because you're gonna take a lot of damage and you're basically forced back because of the creep wave. You're doing pretty good in this lane though thus far. Thanks, Clown. I appreciate it.
Flame lights the way.
So another thing about like creep aggro is like I like to pull the wave back, right? Such that I can like get farm. And so instead of like walking around where you're walking, you actually want to walk, you want to stay up on your hill like as far away so that you're out of vision. Makes it harder for me to pull creep aggro. And then because it's harder for me to pull creep aggro, it means that I can't like split the wave. And what I mean by splitting the wave is doing this, right? So you see how I'm like pulling the wave back? And now like I've essentially created a farm trade where you're gonna farm those 3 creeps and I'm gonna farm these 3, right? Like, this is something you want to avoid when you're the aggressor in the lane. And it sounds weird because SF's a farmer, but mostly because it's like range versus melee, you're actually the aggressive hero. And so like you don't want to reveal yourself until you have to. Does that make sense? So like hang out in the fog and then come up for a last hit, right? But like that right click was like not necessary. Now it's like hard for you, see, because like right now I can't fix the aggro. Like I can if I go look at other lanes and like higher level players will do that, but I can't fix the aggro as long as you abuse that vision. And then you're forcing me to walk into like a shitty position. But do you see like how they're, like you're at max range. I turn on my fire shield and you just kind of like let the wave go, which is good. You don't want to get into range of me while I have this on, because if I hit a chains you're going to take a lot of damage. And like now I have creep advantage, right? So I got lucky there. I hit a chains. And so I was looking to get aggressive because of it. Nice. Juke and raises, man. You had the haste turn, you could have killed me. That's all it was. I just juked some raises. So like, don't be afraid to stop cast them. It's okay. Like I'm moving in ways that are uncomfortable for you to hit raises. I'm sorry, Dark. Is it still 720p? So we haven't gotten to this point because we most of the fighting's happened before we hit level 6. How do you handle a level 6 Ember as an SF? Yeah, that's like pretty much what happens, right? Like he pretty much kills any hero that doesn't have an escape in the mid lane. So the way you handle it is you either keep his HP low, which is like really hard to do. So like he doesn't want to be aggressive because you'll kill him kind of thing. And so like some of that comes down to like the early lane dominating kind of stuff.
What must be discovered?
But the other way you do it is by getting tanky.
What must be discovered?
Yeah. Like he's very difficult to deal with that way. But like a lot of the times you just kind of concede it to him. You know, or what you do is you tell a support that's got a stun. So like a Rubik, for example, or an Earthshaker or something. Just come and chill. Because like otherwise this shit's gonna happen. And so like Dota in a lot of ways is more than just an individual game. And you have to be willing to ask your teammates for help, right? And like if you're losing your lane, just ask them for help. Yeah, I think so too. It's unfortunate because I don't have, like I'm not a Twitch streamer, so I don't have like adjustable settings. You have to be like you have to be a Twitch partner, I guess, to get that. And I don't know if I want to lower it down lower than that. I could. But like defending against Ember is not like the same as TA. Like TA you can survive in the lane if you buy sentries, but against Ember it doesn't work that way. Like against Ember you need another hero most of the time. There's like no item for you to buy that'll help you survive. The only way you survive is that if you like outfarm him so hard in the first like 5 minutes that you've got strength treads and like a magic wand and a bottle, and he's only got like a bottle and no boots. You know? Yeah, I'm sorry, Dark.
One versus one.
You can feel how different SF plays versus Ember. Probably like 8 to 10 years. I didn't get serious about getting good though until about 2 years ago. Like I calibrated around 3.6. We're just doing the matchups that he wants right now, Clown. I just played with friends mostly. And then as I got, like, as my friends stopped playing, and then, like, Dota 2 came out, and I was the only one playing it. And then, like, I think Ranked came out then. I was like, hey, might as well get better at this game. Yeah, it's a fun game. I like it.
30 seconds to battle.
Quap versus SF is a really fun matchup. I agree, Clown. I think it's great. If only, right? If only it was our TZS. We'll see if you beat me in the block. I'm like not even back yet. You should, theoretically. Oh, look at that white circle, man. God damn it. So do you see how I'm like hanging out in the fog? And then like there I revealed myself, which was bad, because it allowed you to do this wave pull. Cancel that attack. Like now, because I have creep advantage, I'm going to position myself more aggressively. Because if you fight me, you're going to tank too many creeps. Like I'm giving up some last hits, which was a mistake. Oops. Oops. Ember's kind of slow, so you can just walk away from him. I guess he's 310. You probably should have killed me there, honestly. Never know how many souls that takes. The other way that you can beat Ember, so, is by getting a magic stick early, and then every time he uses his spells, for example, you can gain magic stick charges, so that like when he's ready to go on you, you won't. You'll have the extra HP kind of thing. Nice use of the illusion there. Now you're just suiciding him. Probably not right. Nice, dude. See what I mean? Like, if I play too aggressively on you, then I can die under the tower. That's good. Ember's really hard to play against, honestly. He also went booch first, which just allowed him to kill me, whereas I went bottle first. And then, like, once you die to him once, it gets a lot harder. So it's like one of those things, like when you die to an aggressive mid, like the lane gets a lot harder. So let's see if you can, like, dominate me with it. But all my goal is to get your HP down, so if you dive me, I can right-click you down. Or to make you waste your bottle charges, because you want to be using them efficiently for mana as well as HP. And if I can get you to use them for HP, you're going to be unhappy, you know? His fire shield's down. Freaking creeps, man. What are these things doing? Yeah, I brought a bunch of spectators with me. So against Ember, like Aquila is like I said, Aquila is really good for TA because it gives you a little bit of extra armor. But most of the time against Ember, like what you're going to want to do is build enough HP to survive his burst. So like a lot of times I'll build the Belt of Giant Strength first, and it just gives me that extra HP. So I like usually go Strength Treads, and then I go something else afterward. But like I'll even get a TP early because a lot of the times like if he dives you in the middle of a creep wave, you can literally just TP away. Like, stick TP away, and that's like a really easy way to escape a gank. Or have a support rotate in and help counter gank for you. You just gotta ask, you know? But you see, like, the fake casting of raises is something that keeps you off guard, because you don't know when they're coming. Once you commit, you have to commit, right? Like, if you try to run away from SF, he's just going to hit you with all 3 raises. And, like, that's how you punish him, is that you make him go on you when you have, like, enough HP, and then you just kill him, kind of thing. Like, there's no reason for me to be scared of you on full HP with, like, Strength Treads. Do you see what I mean? It's hard, right? It's really, really hard. But it's all about creating that farm advantage early. Like, I even died to you. So, like, you had, like, a huge advantage. And just weren't able to capitalize on it. Keep going, new game. Swap heroes. Whatever, I don't care. I'm asking you. It's a question. So like as an Ember, for example, a lot of the times versus an SF you want to set up a kill. So like you want to get him lower than 3/4 HP kind of thing. And so the way you do that is you put 1 point into Sleight of Fist. And you just Sleight of Fist chains him. And then you bottle up, and then you come back and kill him.
Dire victory.
Magic stick. And I had a DD. It's pretty hard for you to fight me there.